What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Cheddar Terry here to give you some new gameplay and for a new game of Batman Arkham Knight. Now, those that have known my videos for my Batman videos know that Arkham Knight is the worst Batman game for me, but I'm playing it for you guys through the gameplay or through the story mode. Now, each part that we play, I will be going over how I feel about it, how I would rewrite it from each scene, the best of detail which I can give possibly, because I want to give you guys my perspective of it and why I feel like the way I'm going to rewrite it, in a sense, as I'm going over this through commentary, which will be the best way, because there are a lot of plot holes, there are a lot of things that don't make sense, the timeline, all that stuff. And at the same time, I'm giving you guys new gameplay. So to me, as you guys know, I really don't care much for this game. I really think it's just like garbage and straight trash. The writing is bad in this game, for one, which equals to horrible storytelling. There are some elements that work, but I feel like the execution in the end wasn't very well done or even received the way it should have been, the way it should have been written overall. So as we're doing that, like I said, each scene I'm going to try to describe and how I would rewrite it, because this game feels like it does need a rewrite. I understand, I think maybe next year or probably 2019 there is another Arkham game coming out, and I feel like rather than like this game is like 2 years old, I feel like the new one, I understand it probably was in writing last year and development this year and won't be released till 2 more years. But I feel like it should be released in the year 2020. Give it some time. Give it some development. I do know that Arkham Knight was in development for quite a while. And I feel like there's so much more that, you know, we as fans were left out. I feel like there's a lot that was taken out. I feel like there was a lot that was rewritten. And because of this, I'm kind of curious, because we all know with the last 2 that were released for the PS4, there was deleted scenes and deleted dialogue that was added in to hold the story more better. So with this opening scene, we're getting with, as you know, the narration of the Joker's cremation, his burial, and with the narration with Commissioner James Gordon. And this is the opening scene for this. I would keep the scene in. Okay, there seems to be a tad bit glitching, so I don't know what's going on. I think it's my game system that does this with all this glitching, and I do not like that at all. Okay, so there it goes. So I was just saying I would keep this scene in. It's only right that we get closer, because if you guys played the PS4 version of Arkham City, they took out a lot of that other dialogue that made it seem like he was still alive when he's not. So I would keep this in. I would keep this part in. It only makes sense. It's only right that we keep this in.
How it happened.
That way we get closure.
This
and we will come back to the Joker in this game in the near future as we go along through the gameplay. As you guys know, he's burning, you're cremating, boom.
9 months ago,
we
Joker
get this
was
opening.
cremated. I pressed
However,
the button and burnt
as you
the
guys
evil
know,
bastard
from the
myself.
extended plus pack, we get the upside down version of the bat symbol,
we waited.
and we get the Joker
Gotham braced
making
itself
his
for the
narration
inevitable
saying,
power
this is
struggle.
how it happened, this is
But
how
it
the
didn't
Joker
come.
died. I prefer
Crime
the
actually
story
fell.
plus pack opening.
Deep down, I knew war was coming.
Alright. So we get this opening. We get a description. The Joker getting cremated. We were expecting a turf war. This is where I got a problem with this. We should get a background story anyways of a turf war still going on between the Penguin and Two-Face, because they're not buddy-buddy. The Riddler don't want power over Gotham. He's just a psychopathic maniac. Harley should be involved.
Thanks.
But she's more focused on term and revenge. More than anything. Now, I do like we get to play at this cop for a little while. I wish they would have let us explore this a tad bit more.
No, you know what?
Because we get to move around a little bit.
Don't tell my wife.
I would really like for them to give us more of this.
Oh, and if you want some more coffee, just shout.
I really enjoyed playing as this cop for a little while, especially hearing this little bit of this free roam. If you guys pay attention, there will be certain things that we'll be stumbling upon. That guy, for example, we'll be meeting him in this game.
Owens, there's a guy smoking over there in the corner booth.
Wait here. I'll have a word.
He's suspicious, so that's some of the Scarecrow's crew, so pay attention to that. Okay. We're not going to go over there just yet. There's so much more in this little area that we can go over and go explore, so let's go over here for a second. You guys see the guy over there in the poster with his back turned? Johnny something, Johnny Carson, I think his name is. If you guys didn't see that, now you guys see that. We will be stumbling onto him. This is an important one. Injured in Arkham City. The new Batman game, from leak images that were taken down fast, described and boarded up abandoned Gotham, Wayne Tower destroyed, kind of like a ghost town, empty roads, something about Arkham City. So was that a clue? Was that a hint to let us know that Gotham City will be going into bankruptcy? I think it is. This right here, like I said, I wish they would let us explore more, because I would like to play as the cop a little bit more, go explore him as in free roam. Now, when we get to this part over here where he tries to confront a guy about smoking, and it's one of Scarecrow's toxins going off, as well as one of his henchmen setting it off, I have a problem with the timeline here. I have a very big problem. I feel like they should not have did this right away. This is not a good introduction for it to start. What we're getting right now is still the opening. Okay, you see the A? That's anarchy. I have a feeling this guy's anarchy for a reason, because of that A. I'm going off the leap here. I'm saying that's anarchy. I feel like this should not have taken place. This needs to be totally cut out and rewritten to where he confronts this guy. He doesn't know it's anarchy, but we do, because we've seen that A. They're giving us a hint. They're giving us a hint. They're giving us a hint saying it's anarchy. Now, I feel like he should have arrested him, took him into the police car, and then have his backpack explode with the fear toxin, and have the cop go insane over it and just kill him. And then we break into the news feed in the 24 hours of that happening, and then we get the interruption of Scarecrow making his comeback, followed up by the city evacuating. And I'll show you guys. See, this right here, this has already took place in 24 hours. I don't see it. It took place in the same night. That's one of the problems with the timeline. So all this wouldn't be happening right away. We would be having the cop taking the guy down to a GCPD, having the chemical explode from his backpack in the car, then making the news as we see footage of somebody capturing on their iPhone of the cop killing this guy as we're getting the introduction to the Scarecrow. That's our 24 hours, followed up by this scene with the
Yesterday there
evacuation.
were 6.3
I feel like they
million
would have did
people
it that
in
way.
Gotham
It would have
City.
been a great, still great opener. This right here does not feel like 24
Not so
hours.
many.
It feels like it's all taking place in the same night, and I have a problem with that. That it feels really rushed, and we don't need that. So, from there,
The only people left on the streets are the
As we're
sort
just
that
now
enjoy
finding
the
out.
chaos.
right here, the city's empty, all except for the
Scum.
people that like chaos.
Criminals. And worse, enough good people left to stop them.
Okay, we got the Joker and Penguin right here. These two are buddy-buddy. They shouldn't be buddy-buddy. They have a grudge against each other. These two should be fighting each other. These two should be having the turf war. These two right here should be fighting for that, and they're not.
It took just
I have a
24
problem with
hours
that.
for us to lose control of the city.
Huge problem. I don't like it. It doesn't
Tonight,
make sense. And
Gotham's relying on
a lot
one
of
man
us-
to save us all.
a lot of the true Batman OGs with the true Batman OG knowledge from in and out, regardless if you read the New 52 or the Rebirth and still understand it, still know what's going on, knows that those two don't get along or shit. And knows that when the Joker's dead, there is a turf war. This right here, this part, as we're already Batman, we're already in the suit, we're already, boom, here we go. I have a problem with that, no. This scene right here should not be happening right now. This scene should be rewritten as in we're Bruce Wayne, we're over in Wayne Tower, we know we've been locked down in our tower for less than 24 hours, we already know shit's going down, and we activate a little button on the floor that rises with the bat suit, we put that on. Lucius Fox already in there, so you know who Batman is, and we glide over to make our way to GCPD to go meet Commissioner Gordon. It's only right that we get that introduction, rather than being Batman already suited up. It's too rushed with that. So, like I said, we're already gliding over. Gotta remember, we're already Bruce Wayne. We already suited up.
I'm just
We
glad
left
you
Wayne
made it
Tower.
out
We're on our
okay.
way over to GCPD. This is how this scene is going to
Sorry,
play
I've
out.
gotta go. Stay safe.
I don't
Barbara.
understand why there's so much glitching. I thought I fixed
You
that.
still
Okay,
know
there
how
it
to
goes.
make an entrance. How's the evacuation going?
Last
Okay.
bus crossed the city
Wait till we
limits
make our
an
way
hour
over
ago.
before I get to the rest
I'm
of
just
this
glad
part.
my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Scarecrow?
We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy
I would
enough
keep
to
this scene.
detonate
I
a
would keep
chemical weapon in
the
Gotham?
same
won't
dialogue
let that
because
happen, Jim.
you know we're seeing what's
In
going
case you
on,
need to reach me.
trying to
It's
get
going
the
to be a
down
long
low,
night.
seeing what we can get from it, and do our thing.
We've got a 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247.
Now,
Suspected officer
those
down.
that know
Hey,
know that
Batman.
one thing I'm sick of seeing in this game, and a
Every
lot of
damn
these Batman
time.
games, every villain has to have a big ass military bad crew and high tech shit.
Oracle. I
First
need the
and
location of
foremost,
Unit 247.
Already
The
working on it.
Scarecrow
How's my dad
doesn't
doing?
have insurance money
He's
like
holding
that,
up.
Somehow he always does.
or life insurance money in general for
Okay,
even pay for something like
I'm
that,
sending
claiming
Lucas
that he
Marker's
probably
location.
was dead. He doesn't have the fundings like
Not
that
looking
in
good
the
out
first place. Give us, regular street vehicles with some street guns, with a good amount of street goons as an army. It doesn't have to be all high tech. Spoiler alert, the only reason why the Scarecrow can afford this ain't coming out of his pocket. This is coming out of Jason Todd's, who was the Arkham Knight, and his life insurance policy because of Bruce Wayne taking him in when he was younger. So yeah, I have a whole big problem with this whole military shit. This whole bad guy military-esque shit. in this game. I really feel like it could have took a different route. You could still have that big army, make it street goons, make it like, you know, trucks, SUVs, vehicles with a good amount of street guns, and still cause a threat to the city, rather than having everything be high-tech-ish. And then throughout the game, then have some of the crew, you know, steal most of all of that, rather than being introduced to that. Because I'm sick of really seeing a lot of that in this game, with it already being high-tech military bad guy-ish. I'm tired of it. This scene right here, I would still keep it. We're gonna still keep it where they're street goons, they have standard vehicles, street weapons, and we're saving the cop. So we're taking them down, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we get tackled, whatever. Boom, we take that guy out, boom. Okay, we're taking all these people out.
You're safe.
Thanks, Batman.
As the same.
I thought they were gonna kill me.
Yeah, remember, it's gonna be a while, so there's a lot of them. Not too much. Let's just beat these guys up.
We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
So we go over here and keep this the same.
Stop that car.
I would still keep that part in, but it won't be a military vehicle. We already know that. I will still add it to where there'll be some people trying to shoot at them with guns, but they're missing all over the place. They have stormtrooper aiming. Okay. So how will Batman handle these people in these vehicles? Gotta remember, we don't have military vehicles in this part. Gotta remember, we're rewriting all this. Gotta remember, we're rewriting all this. They don't have any military vehicles. Remember, they got like trucks, SUVs, Cadillac Escalades, things like that. Regular street guns, AK-47s, Uzis, shot-off shotguns, assault rifles, handguns, throwing some rocket launchers. And how is Batman gonna handle all this? Simple, he calls him the Batmobile. This is one thing I really love in this game. We get to play in the Batmobile. And not too many games, really at all, do we ever get to have the Batmobile in it. The only two that I can think of would be the animated series game that was for the GameCube back in the day. And Batman and Robin, the game for the PS1. Those are the only two that come to mind, which make it. And then this one, what makes it 3. This right here, I would keep this scene as we're chasing the truck with the rocket launchers being shot at people, you know, trying to destroy the cops. So I would still keep this. I would still keep that. But you guys gotta remember, this is our own version of the game, how we're rewriting it, how I'm describing it. This is not a military vehicle. We already got our new rewritten to our opening, what is our introduction. We're still in Act 1 of this. We're still in Act 1. And I really wish they would add a decent backup button. It's one of the things that what I consider a problem in this game, especially for the Batmobile. Especially in some areas, I really feel like, you know, we can also use the bat plane. I wish they would have added that in there. That would have been something, because there are times in this game where the bat plane would do much more of a better job than the Batmobile, you know, would. So there, we're still chasing these people, blah blah blah, you know, all that good stuff. The training sequence, for us to kind of get an understanding and a grip on how it would work
the driver and find out what he knows.
With everything, with the guns and the battle mode. When we get to that, that can be written out. That can be written out. But we're not to that part yet, because right now, this right here I still will keep, because we do need to intimidate somebody anyways. You know, interrogate them. We need information. As Batman, you know, we're always gonna need some kind of information to figure out, okay, who has who. Right now, we're looking for Poison Ivy.
Working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
See,
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
this part I would keep, but a lot of the damn, I forgot the word too.
Oracle.
Oh yeah, a
check
lot of the
chemical analysis
dialogue.
I've just uploaded.
Sure.
The dialogue
Is
would
this
actually
what I
be
think it is?
written
Scarecrow's new toxin.
to where Poison Ivy
uncontaminated
is
sample.
like, hey,
You're not
I
kidding.
can help you.
I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown.
To
of the
where
back
you
computer.
gotta remember, he's
What are you
questioning
going
like,
to do?
why didn't you really join?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby.
Because it's something
Going
that
to pay
Poison
him a
Ivy
visit.
doesn't
Let's
want to
hope
be a
this is the
part
break
of.
we've been waiting for.
And Batman's law. So as he's trying to take her down to GCPD, the dialogue will be rewritten as so. And this, she's not gonna tell him right away why she
This
wants
is
to
the
help
place.
him.
I should check the
Not
penthouse
until
on
we
the
get
top
to
floor.
her part in the game where she's dying, because we want to build up the momentum. We want Batman to kind of be a little bit lost about it, and kind of putting it together in his head a little bit and figure out, like, nah, it might just be coincidence, but I kind of don't want to give that away till the end. But we're gonna have the dialogue between the two during this part as he's saving her, like, hey man, I'm gonna help you. I'm not down with Scarecrow. It's not something that I was part of. I'm not really cool with it. I want to save the city because of the plans. We're gonna make that one part. And Batman's like, okay with it, you know, I'll take your word. But we're gonna really figure out why she wants to help when she dies. Like, have her have this big reveal on why everyone the way that they are, and why she had a much more better change of heart.
I can't say I'm surprised.
And to me, make it really like, oh my god, like, even though it wasn't that much character development, personality-wise, but physical-wise, there was development. Because when we take a look at her skin, it looks like it's coming back to normal flesh skin rather than it being green. Why is that?
Well, that's
I have a theory, and we will get to that, and how, and reason, and why it should, why the reason of that should be written in this game.
You expecting to find me,
When we get to that part, gotta remember,
I'm afraid I must disappoint you.
we're gonna come back to a lot of this later on. Not right
I
now,
want you
but
to know
later
the
on.
fear that is coming.
So, all this right here, like I said, will be taking place. Like I said, the dialogue will be changed a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, not too much, not too much, just enough, but not too much at all. So, all this is still going on. However, except for that part, I really felt like we should have had him where, you know, he's not going through this, so he's gonna off his own self. Boom. Then she walks out of the thing. So we're going. Pay attention to her skin.
What are you doing here?
Pay attention to the skin.
Why did Scarecrow lock you up?
We're gonna come back on why it's gonna be looking
hello.
more flesh color than anything.
Tell me.
Because there's a theory on it. I'm gonna
And
share.
what if I don't want to?
But rather than it being
Then
a
I'd
theory,
burn
I'm gonna
every
write it
plant
into the
in
game
Gotham.
itself. You know, not just
It
as
started with a
dialogue,
meeting.
but as
What
the actual
meeting?
storyline
Everyone
goes
was there.
further.
Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, even
You gotta
poor
remember,
Harley.
people, as I'm playing through this
Scarecrow
game,
said he had a plan.
I'm gonna give you guys
That together
my
we could
perspective
take you out,
on
and
how
Gotham
we're
would
going to be
ours.
rewriting this game and
Over
how
my
it would
dead
be
body.
better. I want people
I
to
believe
understand
that
that
was
this
the
is my
idea.
opinion, but this is also my own
I told him that I
rewriting
wasn't
and
interested in his
vision of the
pathetic human
game
games.
and how
And
I
when
feel,
came to,
how it should
I
have
was
been.
locked up in that room.
Like, I still
It's
feel
such
like,
a shame that his vile toxin
this
has no
game-
effect on me.
honestly,
Nature always wins.
this game was more, it took a little bit longer than Arkham Origins to come out and get made.
Will he ever
but
learn?
because of that, this game I felt like Arkham Knight had so much more in it. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of deleted scenes, a lot of rewritten scripts, dialogue, etc., etc.
You only had to.
So this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this rewrite. Through the narration, through the commentary, as I'm talking over it. So, from here, rather than it being tanks, you gotta remember, there's no tanks in this game as we're rewriting this. So all this would have been like SUVs and shit. And goons coming out with like, you know, AKs and shotguns and whatever. So,
sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Do I feel like
I thought this would be tough. Well, it took
Batman should handle some at this point in person, riding the calling in the Batmobile? Yeah, I do. But I love the Batmobile so much in this game that we're gonna have it be called in
60mm cannon operational
to scare them. So boom, that's gonna be an SUV getting blown up in our rewrite.
Engaged.
Goons are trying to take it down. They're no man. Boom, 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 boom. We take them down. So from there,
Batman, I've spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving through Chinatown.
as you guys know, Oracle tells us, look, man, there's more on the way. So, you guys gotta remember, we don't have any tanks in this game. As this is our own version of our own rewrite, we're writing out the tanks. So, you guys gotta remember, there's gonna be more people coming, but not tanks. No tanks. However, we're gonna have the people inside the trucks trying to take us down, shooting at us, because they don't want no part of this Batmobile tank. But the Batmobile tank is taking down these vehicles like it's nothing. So this part will still be going on, just without the tanks and shit. That's the last one. Boom. The controls could be a little better. Okay. We load her up into the back.
The master of understatement as ever.
Oracle, I need to know where those
The
tanks
next part coming up is the training tweaks. A little bit of the training sequence to have us get used to the controls for the Batmobile when it's in, I guess, battle mode. What it's called. I personally feel like that could have been written out. That was not necessary at all. So we'll be writing out the whole training sequence and have this where we're still making our way down to GCPD lockup instead. One thing I do want to explain, or would like to see in this game as well, is character switch, like we got in GTA 5. So I feel like in this game we could have had the Bat family, because this game was on pause right now at this part because I was doing something and trying to get the internet back on to have connection. What I would like to see in this game as our rewrite is that we have the Bat family in here. We still have Oracle doing her thing, which is Commissioner Gordon, which is Barbara Gordon.
Activated. Weapon energy system diagnostic test online.
We need so we'll have Batwoman roaming around. Batwoman is more ruthless as the female character, and I feel like she would be best for the job to take down, honestly, the checkpoints. I personally feel like she would be a better job taking down the checkpoints more than anything. So her mission, remember, it's a side mission. Her mission in the game, because we would switch over to her a couple minutes here, switch over back to this person over here, and try to have everything, you know, kind of tie in to the storyline as we're progressing. So Batwoman would take down the chain. From there, we switch over to Nightwing. I feel like Nightwing would be a better person to stop Two-Face in this game for the side missions or the side stories, as it's still developing into the main story. From there, Robin. Robin, I feel like would be a better person to take down Penguin, honestly, in my personal opinion. From there, Catwoman. Catwoman would be best
Charge up missile barrage
to
level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic test.
Dr. Pig. Okay. Because I like that side mission, I'm being honest. From there, switch back as Batman. Batman would be taking down the Riddler with no extra bonus story pack, no. Firefly and Man-Bat. So to me, that's how it would go. And during certain points, when it gets really heavy in this game, like when you feel like, man, Batman really can't take on these much people like that, especially so much tanks. And we will get to that part later on in the game, and I'm gonna tell you guys, because there's little hidden things here and there that are saying that the Justice League is in this game, and that you can call me.
I'm heading there now.
Especially in Wayne Towers, in the office. And we will get to that later on in this game, but I'm just saying, you know, how that would be interpreted and who we would call in for all that, especially for the aerial support and some of the tall main buildings. When it comes down to taking out Deathstroke, again, honestly, I would leave Deathstroke out because he doesn't need to even be a part of this game. Not in this. So, he's more of a Teen Titan villain. And because of that, and honestly, I take that back. We would keep him a part of that. Those that play this game know what I'm talking about. Deathstroke comes back. He tries to take over the damn new villainish army. Great, there's another glitch. Okay, a new villainish army. The tower, the little building that he's in, feels there's so much jam-packed that rather than having Batman do it, we'll have Nightwing say, hey man, let me call in some of the Titans, Starfire, Nightwing himself.
Jim, tell your men they can resume their patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
So there'll be more characters to switch from there when you play as Nightwing during that.
I need
to
the
take down
isolation chamber
Deathstroke.
prepped at the GCPD.
I would like to see that personally. When it comes down to the aerial stuff, with the planes and the helicopters trying to kill you, Batman was like, you know what, man, I got time to deal with this. I got a lot of stuff going down here on the ground, so let me call in the Justice League. I feel like that should have been added in. Best person to take care of that mess. Honestly, we all know his actual lover, who he has feelings for, is Wonder Woman. He likes Catwoman, but he hooks up and fucks with Wonder Woman. I'm being straight up honest. It ain't. People think it's Superman. No, it ain't Superman. It's really Wonder Woman and Batman that really kind of get together in the end anyways. To tell you guys the truth, I see why people want it to be Catwoman and why a lot of the comics now are written, or the comics back then were written as Catwoman and Batman hooking up, but now it's, you know, Wonder Woman and Batman to me, which makes more sense. So when they have a child, it would be a half-breed. Half-breed god and half-breed human.
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready,
you know,
and I'll show you what
have it to where it's like, you know what, I want Wonder Woman on this job. Hey, come and take down these planes and shit. That's real talk. There's a lot of still these street goons left underground that Batman sometimes may get to, sometimes may not. But I feel like when it comes down to defending the GCPT of that part, Batman can call for help for Superman.
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat
So
sacks?
it would be Wonder Woman and Superman getting it done
There's a war
fast.
on the streets. We don't have the manpower or the equipment.
So, I personally feel that's how I feel about it. Like you could have these characters to switch through and have them have help throughout these other characters.
Glad you're putting it to good use.
Oh, good.
To where
Another
Batman
cell.
wouldn't have to go through all that. So,
You feel safer now that I'm all
you know,
locked
like
up?
we will get to those parts how I described it later on in the game as we progress and try to give a better description, but I just want you guys to kind of get an idea of how I would do this game, how I would rewrite it, and what I feel like may work. So right now, you know, we're just exploring everything. We're gonna look around. We will explore the GCPD
You hear me?
after the story mode. Everything. Would I say this game would be me worth it completed 100%? No. Honestly, no. I like the ending when you do complete it, but no, they should already give us that for free anyways, rather than have to complete this bullshit 100%. However, we did unlock the last two guns in GTA 5. The Tommy gun and another machine gun. I'm sorry I didn't show that. Everything is saved. Blah, blah, blah. So we'll not be losing any data with that. Franklin invested in 2 jobs. Towing and doing taxi cab. Making money right there. Boom. Michael's retired being a movie producer. Trevor's gonna live his life. There you guys go.
Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own.
We can handle it, Jim. What's the
The
latest?
dialogue between these two,
We've got incidents cropping up all over the city.
I would still
Cash,
keep
give
with
us a
this
rundown.
because there's a lot of phone calls coming in.
All right, let's
Commissioner
see.
Gordon's trying to fill in Batman as much as he can possible
First up, we've lost contact
during
with the fire crew
this
from Station
extended
17.
amount
We've got their
of
last known
time.
coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long.
You know, really filling them
Then
in.
there's
So
this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics
during all
boys
that,
seemed freaked out.
I was gonna
Real
say.
nasty.
Anyways,
Also,
oh
we've
yeah.
had
So
several sightings of the Riddler
guys,
creeping
this is
around the
part
train
1
yard.
of Batman Arkham
Knowing
Knight
that guy,
gameplay
he's
/
gotta be up to
how
no good.
I would rewrite the game.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can
So,
do to help is going to save lives.
I know it's a long title,
Don't
so
worry, Jim.
anybody
I
that's
have someone
watching
working
this,
a lead on Scarecrow.
the
I'll see
title
what I
of
can
all
do.
this is going to be, you know,
Good to hear.
Batman
I've got a skeleton
Arkham Knight
crew searching Gotham South
Part
and West.
1.
I'm gonna join him when I'm done here.
And as you
We're gonna
guys will be
find that
watching
son
these
of a
clips,
bitch.
you guys will be
Fernandez,
getting
it's Gordon.
with
Give me
my
an update.
voiceover, of my commentary. You guys will be getting the perspective on how, you know, I would rewrite everything, how I feel like the
Okay.
game should have been rewritten,
After you finish
and why I
searching
feel
the
like that
docks,
would be
I
more
want you to link
comfortable,
up with
and
Michaels and work your way
why a
back
lot of
along
this
the
will
East
not
River.
work for me as we got it. And hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
We don't have time.
And
Go in pairs. Watch
man,
your
I hope
backs.
you guys
If you
understand
spot
and
something,
enjoy
call it in.
my
This
commentary
ain't the
throughout
time
this
to be a
game.
hero.
And hope that you guys, you know, like a lot of the new ideas and how I would rewrite this game and how I would rewrite it.
What's the
This woman right here, Batman, boom, we found your future girlfriend. It's good enough to bone for him. Anyways, I'm out, guys. Peace.